Detectives say they're working at pace to find out exactly what happened. We've seen strikes and disruption on the railways recently, talks just managing to avert the latest strikes by the RMT union. Thousands of people are expected to have protested today, many having just stopped now to listen to one of the speakers. It's famous for deer strolling around the place here, and as you mentioned, preparations going on behind me for a 5K, a 10K, and for the hardcore, a half marathon too. One thing's for sure, it's going to get hot here. Well, in their initial study, researchers suggested that cousin marriages doubles the risk of birth defects, affecting 6% of children born to cousins. Do you think Muslims are more inclined to marry more quickly?
Our reporter Anisa Kadri.
Anisa Kadri.
Anisa Kadri reports.
This is a man that the court heard was absolutely besotted with a woman 40 years younger than him, a woman he met in a brothel. He was so besotted with her, in fact, that he was willing to hire hitmen to kill his partner of nearly 30 years.
The boy's family's first concern is my daughter's skin color. It's too dark.
Yeah, but I used to be upset about it before, but now I'm really proud of my skin colour.
We are living in UK and our mindset is still backward.
So if there are all these issues in the Asian community, when it comes to introduction marriages, when it comes to matchmaking, when it comes to rishtas, why do you still kind of want that as a possibility for your daughter?
Because it's hard when you see like your family and your friends, your society I would say it's a society pressure.
I've been monitoring the BBC website where we've got a live tributes page. So people are sending in their memories of Queen Elizabeth II. Just to give you a flavour, there's praise for her natural grace. One person describes her as a bit of a legend. So there are around 5,000 people with OI here in the UK, which is usually diagnosed during childhood, and there are many variations of it. In the most severe cases, including Natalia, babies can have fractures before or during birth. Around 25% of children with OI are born into a family where there is no known family history of the condition. Officials here tell me that it was a weapon seized from the premises, that it was a kirpan, a Sikh ceremonial sword. We tried to contact police, who would not confirm one way or the other whether that was the case. But what police are saying is that the person with the weapon attempted to assault people. Nobody was seriously injured. But getting here, there are people who need this bottled water. They say it's taken them the best part of an hour. Some of them had to turn around and come back again. Is this fight taking you away from being with Charlie?
No, we spend all our time with Charlie, literally 24 hours a day. So there's someone up there with him now just while we're doing this.
The legal battle carries on. Connie and Chris, Charlie's parents, they say their fight's carrying on, and many of the people behind me would agree. Is this our future king with the future of green energy? Well, they both stood to receive their jail sentences from the judge. Ahmed wearing a polo shirt and Khan in a suit. And a judge told them that he'd agreed to sentence them separately from other men who'd recently been convicted of grooming, because he said, at worst, you were on the periphery of this groom. But he did say their crimes were still serious. Now, the abuse dates back to the late 1990s and the early 2000s. Both Khan and Ahmed got 5 years for false imprisonment after the victim said that she was held against her will at an address in Cowley. The men were cleared of rape, but the judge said that she was subjected to sexual humiliation. The test is carried out after surgery to see whether a tumour is likely to spread, and people get a score out of 100. Women who score 0 to 10 are considered low risk. There's no benefit in having chemotherapy. At the other end of the scale, people who score over 26, there's a definite benefit. But there's a grey area for most patients who are in between. The findings suggested that for those patients aged over 50, chemotherapy wasn't needed. It's estimated this could affect around 3,000 British women a year. You know the person who lives here quite well, do you?
Yeah, we've seen him a few times. We've always exchanged conversations with him, which he loves. We've always given him tea, coffee and hot food and stuff. But he's not in at the moment, so what do you think? We should still leave him a gift? We leave it in his tent for him, yeah?
It's fantastic for community cohesion to get young men from the Asian Muslim community going out their way at Christmas and helping people from all backgrounds who are unfortunate, who find themselves as homeless.
It looks like while things may be getting back to normal, the advice still is check your flight, check when it's going to go, because Wintry weather causes chaos.
Certainly does. Anisa Kadri, thank you very much indeed.